here. And then it's just like a penetration step where I shoot forward. And what this does is it makes it easy for me to use this second leg to slide into the mount. Alright, so 3, 2, 1. First thing we want to do is step into the guard. So we don't want to like directly step into the guard because this just gives Marie like say a single leg and then she can start all her attacks. So what we want to do is create some movement. So I step to my right. If Marie doesn't follow, I get like an easy guard pass because I create an angle and she doesn't take the angle back. So I'm going to step right, step left. She starts to follow and then all I do is just time. Here, so I step my right leg to Marie's left hamstring. The timing I'm looking for is basically looking for Marie to make more space between, say, her knees or maybe her elbows come away from her body where I can punch an underhook. So I'm nice and relaxed, stepping left, stepping right. Marie goes to her left hip, I shoot my right leg inside. So I'm going to take a underhook, palm facing up. I flare my elbow and I'm going to basically connect my head to Marie's head and I just move her head off the center line to create more pressure. So this way here. So I'm going to keep my base nice and wide out towards this left leg. My shoulders are nice and level, so if Marie tries to move around or she tries to resist, it's very hard. So my upper body's heavy, so I'm pinning Marie's shoulders to the mat, and I'm just going to take my time in this position. So I pummel my hand inside, I'm pushing the knee down, and at the same time, I'm just taking small steps with my left leg to beat that knee. When we clear the knee, we take a near side underhook, pinch our knees together, and then we move our way into the mount. So again, so side stepping, I see some space between the elbow and the hip, level change and I punch my underhook. Flat hand, flare my elbow. My right elbow gives me more base and to create a little bit more pressure, I go ear to ear and I just drive inwards to take Marie's head off the center line. You can see that my shoulders are nice and level. My hips should be nice and mobile and light and then I'm pinning Marie's upper body with my upper body. I pummel my left hand inside, I push the knee down, I keep my hips as low as possible and I just keep stepping until I beat that knee. Once I beat the knee, I take an underhook so Marie can't get her knee back inside or put me into half guard. Left knee goes towards the hip. I use a window wiper technique to get my right leg inside and then we're in the mount with both arms isolated. So working into our Glacier pass, so underhook, head position, so I'm driving my head towards Marie's head, taking her head off the center line and I step, small steps here to beat the knee and then I just give it like a little hand assist at the end. I take an underhook and then I pinch my knee towards Marie's hip. Now what Marie's going to do on my right side is Marie is trying to keep my leg in between her legs and maybe eventually, like if she had this hand free, she'd probably look to push my knee back to a half guard. Alright, so that's why we want this underhook, just to get rid of her hands so she can't use her hands to stuff my knee and so on. So some people kind of find it tricky to free this leg. See the way I'm like out of position here, so my weight is on my right hip. So what we can do is, a little trick, is I open up my knee, so I line up my knee with Marie's knee. I'm basically going to put Marie into like an extended position, so I want extension, so I just drive this knee back. And what this does is it makes it easy for me to use this second leg to slide into the mount. Again, there's Glacier pass. Here, Marie does the right thing, she's on her side, she keeps my leg trapped with her knees. I flare my elbow, I open up my knee. Before I free my leg, I'm just going to slide my right knee back. This puts Marie into an extended position and it gets her knees closer to my free leg, which is my left leg. And all we do then is just use our left leg to pry our right leg out and then we're into the mount. So I'm side-stepping right, side-stepping left and I'm looking for that opening there where Marie has space between her elbow and her hip. I level change, so I'm matching her for eye level and then it's just like a penetration step where I shoot forward. We go palm facing up, flare the elbow, drive my head towards Marie's head, taking the head off the center line, putting her in a weak position, wide base on this left leg. My shoulders should be nice and level, so the left one shouldn't be much lower than the right one and vice versa. I pummel my hand inside, I step, small steps, and at the same time I'm pushing this leg down. Once this knee clears the line of my hip, I punch my second underhook and I bring my knee towards Marie's hip to stop her creating space and regaining her guard. And then all we do from this position is bring the elbow up towards her head, so this puts her left arm in a weaker position. We window wipe and then we slide up into the mount. So that's a variation of our Glacier pass.